Despite growing concern about the zones of the Special Operations Bill, the government says it will not be obstructed and is now planning for the law to take effect by mid-July. The legislation will, among other things, allow the Prime Minister to declare a volatile area a zone for special operations. This means security forces can search places, vehicles or persons within those hotspots without a warrant.
Hey my Jamaican friends and family, this is Sergeant Kevin Watson, the Noble Cop. So this evening I want to talk to you about legislation which was enacted in July of this year, 2017, to address the problem of rampant criminality that we have been experiencing here in Jamaica for the past 10 years. This piece of legislation is called the Law Reform Zones of Special Operations, Special Security and Community Development Measure. The short name for it is Zones of Special Operations, or ZUSO. But many Jamaicans really don't know what this legislation is all about. Also, many Jamaicans believe that it is going to take away their rights, their basic rights that was given to them by the Constitution. Now, I have had an opportunity to sit through a conference, where this legislation was broken down and explained, and I can tell you that it will not take away your rights. This particular video, I wanted to break it down for my Jamaican friends and family, to give you a basic idea of what the legislation is all about and how it will affect you. However, a couple days ago, a colleague of mine sent me an audio with a lovely sounding female voice explaining the new legislation, ZUSO, and I thought it was a very good explanation. It broke down the different parts of the legislation so that many regular Jamaicans could understand what the legislation is all about. So I thought to myself that there is no need to reinvent the wheel. So I have incorporated this explanation in this video. All right, here it is.
Hi, this is Lolo, flying solo. All right, fun and joke aside, serious business will come for talk about. So the Law Reform Zones of Special Operations, Special Security and Community Development Measures law could be implemented in a matter of days. It's an important piece of legislation that seeks to get a handle on Jamaica's crime problem while safeguarding human rights and promoting community development through social intervention initiatives. Once your community has been declared a zone of special operations, this is what should happen. You can't just be arrested like that. The person in charge of the operations must be satisfied that there are reasonable grounds for arresting you. If the police detain you, they should tell you right away why them arrest you. And then them for carry you to a justice of the peace who will make a determination as to whether there are reasonable grounds for your arrest or detention. So if the JP say yes, the arrest is justified, then the police will keep you in custody for no more than 24 hours. After this, you must be brought before the judge of a parish court. Now if the JP say, you don't have no reason for hold on Pandawanya, let him go. The security forces must let you go right away. And if you're arrested or detained, you have the right to visitors. So you can get visits from your spouse, your family member, a pastor, a doctor, or a lawyer. So there should be a joint command with 2 high-ranking members of the security forces, a major in the Jamaica Defense Force and a superintendent of police in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. The joint command in each zone must submit a written report to the National Security Council every 10 days. And if this is not done, then disciplinary action will be taken. Cordons and curfews in these zones can't just go on forever. A cordon should be no longer than 24 hours, and a curfew shouldn't go beyond 3 days at a time. Now, the security forces can search your house or your car in these special zones without a warrant, but they must make every effort to ensure that you are seeing what is going on when they're conducting the search. Only a female police officer or a female soldier can search women. The security forces shouldn't just seize any tool that you use to do your lawful business. So, for example, if you have a weed whacker and that is how you make money, the security forces can't just seize it like that. Now, if the police decide that they're going to hold on something for you, for example, your vehicle or your documents and so on, they must give you a receipt saying that they have these things, and they must ensure that these things that they seize are kept in a secure area. Every zone of special operations must have a social intervention committee. This committee will assess the conditions in the zone, so they must look at things like housing, roads, whether there's light, water, health conditions, and so forth. The committee must then develop a plan to address these problems. So they must have a plan for education, a plan for economic development, to fix the roads, to bring in light and water, and the list goes on. Now, members of the Social Intervention Committee must look out for vulnerable people, for example, children, old persons, persons with disabilities. But here's the crux of the matter. An area cannot just be declared a zone of special operation just like that. It must be a place where there's rampant criminality. So, gang warfare, violence are broke out, people are get murdered. Basically, there's a threat to law and order. And the Prime Minister can only declare a zone of special operations after the head of the JDF and the head of the JCF give him something in writing. And if you don't remember anything else, what I say, remember this. The zone of special operations shouldn't go on for more than 60 days. That's about 2 months. And if more work there to do, then the Prime Minister, as head of the Security Council, can order an extension with approval from Parliament for another 60 days or less. The Prime Minister is to make a statement to Parliament within 2 weeks after a zone has been declared and after each extension. And the Prime Minister, as head of the Security Council now, can make an order to say, all right, this place is no longer a zone of special operations. So that is a breakdown of the Zones of Special Operations Bill. I hope you learned something. Send feedback to us at radio@jis.gov.jm or connect with us on Twitter at JIS News, Instagram at JIS Voice, and interact with us on Facebook at Jamaica Information Service. Until next time, I'm Lolo. Take care.
Okay, my Jamaican friends and family, that was a good explanation, I believe. If you have any question, any inquiries as it relates to this new piece of legislation, you can leave a comment down below with your question and I will try to address it as best as I can. I want to thank you for watching this video, and as usual, like and subscribe.